Your soulmate saying, I need to tell you what happened last night. Before it's too late. My beloved child, don't skip. What I am about to reveal is connected to something that happened last night, and the silence surrounding it has become heavier than anyone realizes. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has been carrying a truth that refuses to stay hidden any longer. They tried to convince themselves that what happened was only a passing moment, but every second since then has only made the memory louder. While the world around them slept, their heart was racing with questions they could no longer escape. They stood still, staring into the darkness, replaying every detail again and again until they realized there was only one person who deserved to hear it first: you. This message is not arriving by accident. Every word has found its way to you for a reason. There is a connection that neither time nor distance has been able to erase, and last night proved that more clearly than ever before. Something unexpected crossed your soulmate's path. It was not the event itself that shook them, it was what it made them understand about you. The realization hit without warning, leaving them speechless, and ever since that moment they have been searching for the courage to finally speak. Don't skip, because the next moments will reveal why they believe waiting any longer could change everything. There was a moment when your soulmate almost walked away from these feelings forever. They believed the chapter had already closed and that life was forcing them to accept a future without you. But last night, something happened that interrupted every plan they had made. It was so unexpected that they questioned whether it was real at all. A single conversation, a familiar place. An old memory returning at the perfect moment, whatever it was, it shattered every wall they had spent so long building around their heart. Suddenly your name echoed inside them louder than fear, louder than doubt, louder than every excuse they had been repeating to themselves. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate realized that every attempt to move forward without understanding the truth only pushed them deeper into confusion. They now believe there is something they misunderstood about you from the very beginning. That misunderstanding created distance where love was trying to create closeness. And now they cannot ignore it anymore. Every passing hour feels like a countdown. They keep asking themselves the same question: what if they stay silent just one day longer and lose the chance forever? That fear has become stronger than their pride, stronger than their hesitation, and stronger than anything that has kept them away until now. Listen carefully, my beloved child, because this is only the beginning. Your soulmate is no longer hiding from what they felt last night. They are preparing themselves to reveal everything, including the moment that completely changed their perspective. The truth is far more surprising than you expect, and the next revelation will explain why they have been emotionally overwhelmed ever since the night ended. They cannot erase what they saw, what they heard, or what suddenly became clear inside their heart. Every sign seems to be pushing them toward one unavoidable decision, yet one final fear still remains inside them. They are wondering if you will still listen after everything that has happened. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what your soulmate discovered last night was not the ending of your story. It may have been the first real beginning, and the next moment will uncover the secret they have been desperate to confess before it becomes too late. A strange silence followed your soulmate everywhere after last night, and that silence carried more answers than words ever could. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They woke up believing the feeling would disappear with the sunrise, yet it only became stronger. Every ordinary moment reminded them of what had happened, and every attempt to ignore it made the truth impossible to escape. They finally understood that they had been protecting the wrong fear all along. It was never the fear of speaking to you, it was the fear of discovering they had wasted precious time believing something that was never true. That realization shook them more deeply than anyone could imagine. For the first time in a long while, they stopped blaming circumstances and started questioning their own decisions. They began connecting moments that once seemed meaningless, and suddenly every missing piece started fitting together. The picture they saw was completely different from the one they had been carrying in their mind. That is why they can no longer remain silent. They know the next decision they make could change everything between you forever. As the memories of last night became clearer, another realization arrived without warning. Someone had unknowingly revealed something that completely shifted your soulmate's perspective. It was not a dramatic scene or a loud announcement. It was a simple moment that exposed a truth they had overlooked for far too long. In that instant they realized your actions had never matched the story they kept telling themselves. They had misunderstood your silence. They had misunderstood your patience. They had even misunderstood the distance that once seemed impossible to explain. Every assumption they built began falling apart one after another. Don't skip, because this is where everything changes. Your soulmate now believes there was always an invisible connection guiding both of you through separate paths toward the same destination. The more they reflected on last night, the more impossible it became to deny. Their heart kept whispering the same message over and over. You have to tell them everything before another opportunity slips away. Yet one question still refuses to leave their mind. What if they waited so long that you no longer believe anything they say? That single thought has been following them every moment since the night ended. Now the weight of the truth has become too heavy to carry alone. My beloved child, your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision they can no longer postpone. They know that once the full story is spoken aloud, nothing will ever feel the same again. There is one final detail from last night they have not revealed yet. The detail that made their heartbeat stop for just a moment and convinced them that your story together is far from over. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next revelation is not about what your soulmate saw, it is about what they suddenly understood, and that understanding is powerful enough to rewrite everything they once believed about you. My beloved child. Before your soulmate found the courage to speak, they made one final attempt to convince themselves that last night meant nothing. But every step they took away from the truth somehow led them right back to it. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They replayed every second again and again, searching for a different explanation, yet every answer pointed in the same direction. It felt as though life itself had quietly removed every distraction until only one reality remained. They realized the moment they had been waiting for was not somewhere in the future, it had already arrived. That realization sent a wave of emotions through them unlike anything they had ever experienced. Their heart refused to stay silent any longer. They kept asking themselves why everything became clear only after so much time had passed. Why did understanding arrive only after they almost gave up? And why did last night feel as if an invisible door had suddenly opened? They are no longer trying to escape those questions. Instead, they are preparing themselves to face the answers, even if those answers change everything they once believed. Then something even more unexpected happened. A memory they had almost forgotten returned with incredible clarity. It was not just a memory. It felt like a missing piece that had been hidden until the perfect moment. They remembered something you once did, something they barely noticed at the time, but last night it suddenly carried a completely different meaning. In that instant, regret quietly entered their heart. They realized they had judged certain moments too quickly and overlooked emotions that deserved much more attention. Don't skip, because this changes the entire story. Your soulmate now understands that what they once considered distance may have actually been protection. What they believed was the end may have only been a pause before something greater. Every heartbeat since then has been reminding them that the truth cannot remain hidden forever. The longer they wait, the heavier it becomes. They feel as though time itself is urging them forward, telling them that another delay could create a silence neither of you truly wants. That is why they have made a quiet promise to themselves. The next opportunity will not be wasted, no matter how difficult the conversation becomes. Now your soulmate stands closer to the truth than ever before, but one final mystery still remains. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is one detail from last night they have kept locked inside their heart because revealing it will explain why they suddenly believe your connection was never broken in the first place. That hidden detail is powerful enough to remove years of doubt in a single moment. They know that once it is spoken, there will be no turning back. Everything will become clearer, and every unanswered question will begin leading toward the same destination. But before they reveal that final piece, there is one obstacle they must overcome, the fear that you may not realize how deeply last night transformed them. And what happens next will determine whether this long silence becomes a lasting goodbye, or the beginning of the conversation both of you were always meant to have. My beloved child, the moment your soulmate feared the most has finally arrived. They can no longer hide behind silence because what happened last night refuses to fade away. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Every passing hour has only strengthened the feeling that this truth belongs with you and no one else. They have carried it through every thought, every breath, and every quiet moment since the night ended. At first they believed time would erase the weight from their heart, but instead it became impossible to ignore. The more they tried to move on, the more every small sign seemed to pull them back toward you. It was as if the answers they had searched for over such a long time had been waiting for one unforgettable night to reveal themselves. Now they understand that some moments are too important to be dismissed as coincidence. Last night was one of those moments. It changed the way they see the past, the present, and everything they once expected from the future. They are no longer asking whether they should tell you the truth. They are only asking how they can find the courage before it becomes too late. As the memories became sharper, one final realization quietly settled into their heart. They finally understood that fear had been making decisions that love should have made long ago. That discovery shook them more deeply than anything else. They looked back at every missed opportunity and every word they never spoke, and suddenly the silence felt heavier than any conversation ever could. Don't skip, because this is where everything begins to change. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate now believes that the distance between you was never as impossible as it appeared. It was built by unanswered questions, unspoken emotions, and assumptions that neither of you ever had the chance to correct. Last night exposed those assumptions one by one until nothing remained except the truth. They know that once they reveal everything, there will be no hiding behind uncertainty anymore. Their heart has already made its choice, even if their voice is still catching up. Every second that passes feels like a reminder that opportunities do not wait forever, and they refuse to let another important moment disappear without trying. Now there is only one secret left, and it is the one your soulmate has protected more than anything else. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. This final truth is not about what happened around them last night, it is about what happened within them. In a single unforgettable moment, they realized that the story they had been telling themselves about you was incomplete. The missing piece has finally appeared, and once it is revealed, every confusing moment from the past will begin making sense in a way neither of you expected. They know that the next step cannot be delayed much longer. Their heart is ready, the truth is ready, and the silence is finally beginning to break. But before everything is revealed, one unexpected detail is still waiting in the shadows. A detail so surprising that it could completely transform the meaning of everything you have heard until now. My beloved child, the secret has been knocking on your soulmate's heart without stopping, and tonight they have finally accepted that they cannot keep pretending nothing changed. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Since the moment last night came to an end, they have felt as though an invisible weight has been lifted while another, even greater responsibility has taken its place. That responsibility is to tell you the truth before silence creates another misunderstanding. They have replayed every conversation, every glance, every missed opportunity, and every moment that once seemed ordinary. Now those same moments feel completely different. It is almost unbelievable how one single night could rewrite years of confusion. The answers they searched for were never as far away as they imagined. They were hidden inside the smallest details, waiting for the exact moment when your soulmate would finally be ready to see them. That moment has arrived. There is no more running, no more denying, and no more pretending that the connection between you has disappeared. Deep inside, they now know it never truly left. Then another realization quietly unfolded, and this one changed everything. Your soulmate finally understood that while they were waiting for the perfect time, life had already been preparing the perfect reason. The events of last night were not random in their eyes anymore. Every unexpected turn seemed to point toward one message they could no longer ignore. They realized they had spent too much time listening to doubt instead of listening to their own heart. Don't skip, because this is only getting bigger. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They have reached the point where fear no longer feels stronger than hope. For the first time in a very long while, they are beginning to believe that honesty has the power to heal what silence never could. Yet there is still one final question echoing inside them. Will you understand why they waited? Will you see the truth behind every mistake, every delay, and every unanswered moment? Those questions remain, but they no longer have enough power to stop what is coming next. Your soulmate has already decided that the truth deserves to be spoken, regardless of how uncertain the future may seem. Now the final pieces are moving into place. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is closer than ever to revealing the one detail they have protected since last night, the detail that explains why they suddenly believe your paths were never meant to remain separate forever. They can already feel that once those words leave their heart, everything will begin changing in ways they never expected. The silence that has lasted for so long is about to break, but before it does, there is one last revelation waiting to be uncovered. It is the revelation that will explain why last night's events were only the beginning of a much greater story, and why your soulmate believes the next chapter is about to unfold when neither of you expects it. My beloved child, this is the moment your soulmate never believed would finally arrive. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth they have been carrying since last night is no longer just a memory, it has become a decision. They have reached the point where silence feels far more painful than honesty. Every hour that passes reminds them that some opportunities only appear once, and if they hesitate again, they may spend the rest of their life wondering what could have happened. Last night changed more than their thoughts. It changed the direction of their heart. They finally realized that every unanswered question, every delayed conversation, and every confusing moment had been leading toward this exact point. Nothing feels ordinary anymore. Even the smallest signs now seem impossible to ignore. Your soulmate keeps feeling that life is quietly opening a door that neither of you noticed before. They know they cannot stand outside that door forever. Sooner or later, they must step through it, and when they do, everything hidden will finally come into the light. As they looked back one final time, an incredible realization settled deep within them. The thing they feared most was never rejection. It was discovering they had stayed silent while destiny was trying to bring two hearts closer together. That thought has followed them every moment since last night. They no longer want another sunrise to arrive carrying the same regrets. Don't skip, because what comes next changes everything. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has begun preparing the words they never thought they would have the courage to say. They are no longer searching for the perfect moment because they finally understand that waiting for perfection almost caused them to lose something priceless. Every heartbeat now reminds them that honesty is stronger than uncertainty. The walls around their heart are beginning to fall one by one, and behind those walls is a truth so simple yet so powerful that it has the potential to erase years of misunderstanding. They can already feel that the next step will become the most important one they have taken in a very long time. Now only a single moment separates silence from revelation. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of the conversation they have imagined countless times, holding the final piece of the story they have protected since that unforgettable night. They believe that once this truth is finally spoken, every confusing sign, every delayed answer, and every unanswered feeling will begin making perfect sense. But there is still one astonishing detail they have not revealed. the detail that explains why last night felt less like an ending and more like the beginning of something neither of you expected. That final revelation is closer than ever, and when it arrives, your soulmate believes nothing between you will ever feel the same again.